Hello, everyone. It's Leslie Burton again, and this morning's question or today's question is, if everything feels strange lately, you're not going crazy, you're ascending. Okay, so if you experience new sensitivities, seeing things you've never seen before, feeling energy shifts, or maybe noticing synchronicities everywhere. You're in the middle of a spiritual awakening. Okay, it's really going on around the world at the moment. And so don't feel alone. You're not alone. But you do need a bit of support with it because it feels quite scary, and unknown, and you don't know what's going on. So let's just talk through what is ascension first of all. So ascension is not a destination. It's not somewhere you're going to go. It's a process of unconscious, sorry, it's a process of conscious expansion, and energy evolution, if that like even resonates with you. So your soul's journey towards higher frequencies, every single move you make is mapped out by your soul. And so if you are moving towards higher frequencies now, greater awareness of what's around you, and it means you're aligning more with your true self and who you really are on the inside, not necessarily the persona that you have shown to the world for most of your lifetime, but the person that is true inside you. It's not linear. It's not something where you don't just wake up one day and like, oh, that's it, I've ascended. It's like a spiral of growth. It's integration and it's expansion into something different. Everyone's ascension timeline is completely different, and there is no right or wrong way for it to happen. And there's no right timeline. It's when the time is right for you. Ascension, it can be triggered by something major happening in your life. Um, for me, it was a death of someone close to me. That's what triggered it all for me. And it could be spiritual practices that you're doing. All of a sudden, you've started sort of leaning into something slightly more spiritual. Or it could simply be your soul saying, now's the time. This is when we agreed, when I came into you, this was the timeline that I wanted. Um, it could be, one, all, or any of those things happening consecutively. It's not about becoming better than anyone else. It's about becoming more authentically who you are. And you will absolutely get that as things move forward. And if you are further in this timeline, you will start to go, oh, yes, I know exactly what you mean. So, what happens? What does this mean? What does it mean to you? So, you could be seeing or sensing things. You might start seeing auras, so light colors around people, around animals, around anything in nature, trees, plants, everything has an aura. And you may start seeing that. You may start seeing energy. You may start, and when I say seeing, it's seeing or sensing energy, light beings, or just sort of sensing presences like, ooh, is this someone else here? It's it feels scary, but it's not scary. It's just your third eye opening. It's you starting to observe what has been around you all the time. You've just been shut off from it. So you might start having heightened sensitivity. So your emotions are like all over the place. One minute you want to laugh, one minute you want to cry. You know, you're in anger, you're in grief. It's like they're all over the place. It's fine, it's normal. It's just you will start to get the hang of how to regulate your emotions. Um, you feel energy around you. You find it quite difficult in crowds. It feels very noisy and very scary. Um, certain foods, you will go, oh God, I can't eat that now. Or you'll just feel like, they'll upset you. They'll be not the things that you really want to feed your body with. So you start sort of rejecting them. No, no, I don't fancy that. Environments can feel very much more intense. It just means that you're picking up on subtle frequencies that you hadn't tuned into before. And now you're just starting to tune into them. And really, when it first starts happening, you might even be going, "Oh, I don't want this. I don't want to feel like this." But it again, this is the start. It regulates, it gets better, it gets easier. Sleep disruptions. Whoa. Yeah. So you might be having very vivid dreams, very vivid dreams. You might be waking at like 3 a.m. We call it the witching hour. Okay, 3 to 4. You might just be needing less sleep. Suddenly you feel like you're either sleeping later or you're waking up earlier. So for me, it's definitely the waking up earlier. Your soul is doing work while you rest. Okay, so while it's absolutely, it's updating, it's integrating, it's bringing stuff in, it's healing, it's doing all those things while you sleep. All of a sudden things are happening. You might wake up in the night and suddenly sort of see codes coming down in front of your eyes as your eyes are closing. It's like, whoa, what's that? This is all really, really normal. Synchronicities everywhere. So repeating numbers, all of a sudden you start like going, why am I suddenly see one, looking at the clock and it's 1:11 or 11:11, 22:22. It's just the repeating numbers will just pop up. And it's not just looking at your watch and thinking, oh, fancy looking at that exact time 3 days in a row. It's synchronicities. They're telling you something. What do they mean for you? Meaningful coincidences. Okay, so you're thinking about someone, the phone rings. It's you're thinking about someone, all of a sudden you see them across the street. Um, just feeling guided, like I feel I should be doing this. Like, I don't know why I feel it, but I need to do that. The universe is speaking to you. It's speaking to you constantly. It's not that these things weren't there before, it's that suddenly you're noticing them. Okay. Um, you might be feeling physical sensations. Tingling is a really good one, particularly in hands and feet. But when it shivers all over your body, oh, I've just done it now. When something is true. Pressure in your head, again, is another one, particularly pressure on here. So if on the top of your head, pressure coming in. Heart palpitations, particularly when the energies are very high, palpitations are just part of the ascension symptoms. It might feel really scary, but it's part and it will pass. Energy surges. Your body is recalibrating to higher frequencies. It's literally altering itself within. Um, there might be timeline jumps. So you feel like you've jumped into a different reality. It's like, this doesn't feel like it feels really different. It feels like where am I? Who is it? What is going on around me? It's just that um, it's a different version of your life. It's a different version of your life. You start to see things differently. It feels differently. It's you creating a new timeline for yourself. You'll get spiritual downloads. So it's a knowing, sudden knowing that like I'm meant to do this, or this is meant to be, or I'm meant to know this person. Um, it might be inspiration that just comes to you. Oh, I need to do, oh, this is how it needs to work. This is what I need to create. Um, or clarity, just clarity around, ah, that's what I need to do next. Yeah, it's fantastic. When the clarity comes in, your guides are transmitting their wisdom to you. Okay, their wisdom is coming in through to you. You will start to get used to it. You'll start to listen out for you. You start to ask them the questions and getting it coming in. It could just be that you're feeling off. Okay, like you don't belong in the old version of your life anymore. It just everything feels wrong. And you will start changing things within your life because you don't belong in the old version of your life. You're evolving. It will, you don't have to just suddenly go, oh, I'm throwing everything out and starting again. It's not like that. You don't need to do it that way, but you will find yourself rejecting things that you may have been putting up with even for many years. And all of a sudden it's like, no, I'm no longer doing that. I'm no longer putting up with that. I don't want that there anymore. And that can be people, relationships, places, things that you're doing, jobs you're working. It can be any or all of these things. So why would you need support with it? Well, ascension, it can feel quite scary. It can feel very isolating and confusion, especially if you don't have people who understand you. You feel like you're just cut off and something has happened to you and nobody has any idea what you're going through. But that is not true. Because when you're experiencing these things, it's great to really talk to people who've been there, who've experienced what you're experiencing, or are on the same timeline as you and are going through it at the same time. Um, Mentors, guides, who can normalize your experience and help you to integrate it. It's really important. When I first started going through this, I the, immediately the right people turned up for me because that's what will happen. The right people will turn up for you. A community that really gets it. Even still now, there are so many people around me that are like, oh, they just don't get me still. But I'm happy to like, well, you either accept me as I am or, you leave my life. That's fine with me. And the people that are still around me obviously accept me as I am. But it is still wonderful for me to have people who are in the same space, who understand exactly the synchronicities, all the things that are happening, how fantastic it is when oh my God, got a download, or oh my God, a download, I'm so tired. Um, a community that really gets it because you're not weird, you're not crazy, not at all. You're just like leaving the old behind and moving into the new. The right support helps you move through this ascension with much more ease and less fear. Um, you need people who can help you distinguish between what is genuine spiritual experiences and blocks that need clearing. And that's a really big thing, because some of the stuff that will be coming up for you are blocks that your body is asking you to clear out of you. We don't want that now. We do not need this in your body now. We want to release it. So helping you to release, helping you to know what is truth and what is the block that needs to go. How do you choose the right guides and mentors? Not everyone who calls themselves a spiritual teacher is aligned with your particular journey. Okay, there are many people out there that are saying you need to come to us. This is who I am. Put up with us. Resonance is absolutely everything. So, does the person's energy that you're looking at, that you're thinking about, does the energy feel right to you where you are now? So, really sit with yourself. Is this person right for me? Does their teaching land in your heart? So, think from your heart, not your head. Okay, it's your heart that will tell you if it is right. Your head will try to overrule your heart. So get out of your head and into your heart. Easier said than done. Um, Look for integrity. Are they walking their talk? Are they constantly healing themselves as well as telling you how well they are healing other people? Because everybody in this world is healing. We are never fully healed. We are human beings. We are open to all the stuff in the world, and we all have our own blocks that we release. They get different. And you are a very different person as the blocks release. But there's always work to do. There is always work to do. Do they, do they live what they teach and do they walk their talk? Check their alignment. Are they coming from their own ego up here in their head? Or are they coming from a space of service? Are they trying to fix you or empower you? And that is a really big difference, okay? Because if they are trying to just fix you and tell you that you only need them, you need to stay with them all this time, your time, your ascension will have a timeline. Different teachers will come in at different stages. Some of them will stay with you throughout in a background, perhaps, that come in and out. But often teachers will come in and come out. And if they are not allowing that with you, they are not right for you. They are trying to fix you. They're trying to not empower you. Empower you is what you need to do. It needs to be about you, and it's about you creating the spaces, the what needs to happen for you. Trust your intuition. That's why you have it. Your guides will nudge you towards the right people. Pay attention to the synchronicity. Ask questions. A good mentor welcomes questions. They will welcome them in because it means that you are checking the resonance. So they will welcome the questions and they won't ask you blindly to believe things. Okay. And they will leave you to make your own decision. They won't force you because they know that it's about the intuition, it's about the guidance that will come in. So, what are some red flags then to look out for? Anyone who says they're the only one that can help you because they're not. There is never only one person that can help you. There are many people that can help you. It depends on where you are at the time, what you want to do, and how you want to do it. Because many things will lead you to where you want to go. Which one resonates with you and which one resonates with you at the moment? So they're not the only one that can help you. Um, so anyone who says that they're the only one that can help you, anyone who charges exploitative prices, okay? So there is nothing wrong with spiritual teachers charging higher prices. That there is nothing wrong with that at all. But if it's particularly exploitative and it feels that way to you, and this is the thing, just because it's exploitative to one person doesn't mean it is to another. Okay, so just look at that. How does it feel to you? So, if they create dependency, so I've already spoken about that. If they create dependency so you cannot do it without them, that is not what this is about. Or anyone who dismisses your experiences, because your experiences are yours. They should never say, that's wrong, you're not doing that, that's not happening. They should be able to empathize with you if it feels right, explain what is happening, how and why it is happening, or just say, or just tell you to just feel into it, why, and ask yourself, why do you think this is happening? You know, there are many different ways that it can happen, but they should not dismiss your experiences. So how does this come to me? So again, this is all about resonance. And if I am resonating with you, I have with a beautiful, lovely lady, Patrice Angel, we co-create a space called the Multidimensional Circle. It is we have a monthly live every month, but within that also we have a portal that you can go into. You can come along to the portal to the monthly live as a live. You can watch it as a recording. The energies are within there. She will Patrice will channel light language, which is a vibration that resonates with you, will help the opening up. She channels it straight from any being that is, the beings that are coming into her on that particular occasion. Each portal is different. Sorry. Each portal is different. It's a beautiful space with other people within it who are on the same journey or have come further on. So I'm not going to say more about that. If it resonates for you, I will pop the link below. Please do check it out. Um, but here's the thing. Your ascension is real. Your experiences are valid. You deserve support from people who really get it. And if you want to join the multidimensional circle or come in for a month to see what it's like, you can pop in and out at any time you like. You will find you can ask questions of us. There are always questions and answers. It's a beautiful community space. You're not alone in this. You are not, just remember that you are not alone in this.